All right, Dana, it is nice out there and a big change from the past few days. I'm going to say it. I sat on the front porch this morning. It was in the shade, but it kind of felt like fall. There was a little chill.
Yeah, a little bit. I know it's kind of like on the fence. You're like, well, if it's 80 degrees, can it feel like fall? I feel like if the dew point is low enough, like there's just the scent of apple pie in the air.
Well,
you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah. How many times have we woken up on a weekday morning when it's just dripping humidity, right? And you're like, I can only be in shorts and a t-shirt. This morning I did not feel that way.
Yeah, it's really been 2 weeks that we were kind of stuck in that pattern of dew points in the 70s every single day, but we have changed that pattern and it is significantly more comfortable out there, but it still had that summery feel in terms of our temperatures. Our high temperatures today for a lot of us were still in the upper 70s to lower 80s, 81 today in Portland, 83 in Augusta, 77 up in Greenville. But the dew points here have been significantly more comfortable than they've been for the past 2 weeks. A lot of us dew points in the low to mid 50s, a couple of 60s along the immediate coastline, but still significantly more comfortable. And that's because we've changed our air mass. So we have an air mass that came down from Canada that was a little bit cooler and a little bit drier. But because that area of high pressure has now settled over us, we got plenty of sunshine out there today. We did get a lot of fair weather cumulus clouds that popped up in the afternoon that covered most of the state, but I like to call those a sign of some nice weather because they occur during areas of high pressure. So overnight tonight, temperatures are going to drop down into the upper 50s to lower 60s because we don't have a lot of cloud cover and the dew points are relatively low. It contributes to our temperatures getting a little bit cooler out there. Then we start out with plenty of sunshine early on Saturday morning. Once we get into the afternoon, though, we're going to see some higher clouds develop, especially closer to the coastline. I think a few of them could sneak into inland Maine, but the closer you are to the coast, the more high clouds you're going to see. And then we have a little bit of a change in our forecast here, which is a very weak cold front coming in from the north. So this is Saturday at 9 p.m. here. We have a couple of showers and storms moving into areas of far northern Maine, and as this front continues to move from north to the south, it's essentially going to fall apart. So by the time we get to about 7 a.m. on Sunday, there's a very slight chance for an isolated shower along areas of inland Maine, but mostly we're just going to see some increase in cloud cover throughout the afternoon. And then as we get into Sunday afternoon, closer to the coastline, we could see a couple of scattered showers and storms pop up. However, most of us are going to be dry for the entirety of the weekend. And right now, the beginning of the week, next week looks really nice too on Monday, starting out the week with plenty of sunshine. So I want to talk about the dew points one more time. So I think tomorrow is going to feel comfortable, if almost kind of like a very neutral feeling air mass, but then our dew points are going to drop significantly again, and that's going to have to do with that cold front I talked about moving from north to south. And it's very easy to see on this dew point map. So this is Sunday at midnight. Watch as that front moves from north to south. Our dew points drop into the upper 40s in some spots, especially in northern Maine by about midnight, going through the rest of the coast by early Monday morning, and dew points won't really tick up again until we get to the middle of next week. Marine forecast sees 2 to 4 feet, water 63 degrees there. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine out there tomorrow. Some high clouds closer to the coast, but still a nice day overall. A couple of showers Saturday night into early Sunday morning, but I really do think that most of the state here is going to be dry. But guys, we start out next week with plenty of sunshine once again, but if your garden needs some water, by the time we get to about the middle of next week, we will see a bit of a change in the pattern to some more rainy weather.
All right. Thank you, Dana.